Throughout my life, I have struggled a lot with procrastination. There have always been these phases where I wanted to do something more. So I had like plans to start my own business or something, or to just work harder. I wanted to create a better life, but in practice, I didn't. When I actually had to do some work, I didn't feel like it, and I would start up a video game or go to YouTube or browse the internet or whatever, and I just procrastinate and not actually take action to work towards my goals. I tried a whole bunch of things, like probably everyone else does. I tried watching some videos to learn new techniques. I tried watching motivational videos. I tried listening to like certain songs that would motivate me and energize me, but for some reason it never really worked long term. Now the strangest thing is this, is that I have also had phases in my life where I didn't struggle with procrastination as much. I was much more productive. And during these phases, I noticed that I wasn't even trying to be more productive. I wasn't actually trying to not procrastinate. I didn't have more motivation than during the phases where I did procrastinate, and I didn't know things like tips, tricks, or techniques that I didn't know when I did procrastinate. I wasn't even trying. There was nothing different about me as far as I knew, but for some reason I just didn't feel like procrastinating, and it was easier for me to just start working and do what I had to do and just be productive. And it pissed me off for a very long time because I didn't know what this apparently underlying factor was in my life that was controlling me. And it is only now that I'm a bit older and I have a bit more life experience and knowledge on how things work, I guess, that I know that procrastination is 100% dopamine. It's dopamine addiction. That's what it boils all down to. Forget the tips, the tricks, the techniques, and the motivation. It has everything to do with your brain being overstimulated and addicted to dopamine. That is what it is, okay? When you procrastinate, it's not actually about the work that you want to avoid when you think about it, because the work itself isn't that bad. Yeah, it might not be that fun, but if you think about it, whatever you need to do isn't necessarily that bad. So work, homework, studying, whatever, right? Let's say studying. What exactly does studying mean? You have to open a book and then read some pages, right? That in itself isn't the problem. The problem is that your brain is overstimulated and it is looking for an instant dopamine hit. And studying, reading those pages in that book doesn't give you an instant dopamine hit. And so your brain starts to tell you, I don't want to study right now. I want to get an instant dopamine hit first. So first, I am going to grab that phone and scroll through TikTok a little bit. Or first, I'm going to watch a YouTube video because I want some motivation. But really what you want is that dopamine hit from watching that YouTube video. And so that is exactly what procrastination boils down to. It's not actually that the work that you have to do is so bad that you can't do it. But it's the simple, sheer fact that you are a dopamine addict and you want instant gratification right now. And so instead of doing the work that you have to do, which will give you delayed gratification, you start to procrastinate and give yourself instant gratification. You start looking for that instant dopamine hit. People that don't procrastinate, so the people that are very productive, they don't actually have more motivation than people that do procrastinate. They don't have a specific technique to do the hard work. They don't know any tricks or tips, whatever. The only difference between these people is that the people that are productive and don't procrastinate don't have a non-dopamine system. They are not terrible addicts that need instant gratification all the time, and they're actually capable of doing something that gives them delayed gratification, whereas the people that do procrastinate are dopamine addicts. Procrastination is really nothing but the result of our modern lifestyle, where we always use that phone whenever we have nothing to do for a minute. And we always use that computer and start up that video game whenever we have an hour of free time. And we always beat our meat to porn before we go to sleep. That is what causes procrastination. Now the reason that I am making this video is because I think this is so important to know, because I've personally wasted so much time. If you add up everything together, then I've probably wasted years of my life where I could have done so much more, where I could have achieved so much more in life. And I constantly wanted to achieve more, but I just couldn't, because I couldn't figure out why I kept procrastinating so much. And I kept wasting my time watching videos, trying to learn that one new technique that would help me to overcome my procrastination, or to watch more motivational videos to get more motivation to actually start working right now. And not just did it just not work, but it was even worse, because by watching these videos all the time, I was actually numbing my dopamine system even further. Because think about it, the problem is the fact that you overconsume, right? And you watch too much stuff. And so you think, oh, I have to watch more videos to get more motivation and learn more things. But the truth is that that doesn't really matter. And all that you are doing is that you keep consuming and you keep numbing your dopamine system. So you're stuck in this vicious circle where you're trying to get over your procrastination. But as you're trying to get over your procrastination, you only start procrastinating even more. And so I hope that I can help you to break this cycle sooner, at an earlier age than I did in life, because it's going to save you so much time. By helping you to realize that it's not about the knowledge or the motivation that you have, but that it's all about dopamine. If you want to stop procrastinating, and if you want to actually start working towards your goals and chase your dreams, start living the life of your dreams, stop watching the videos, but go and clean up your lifestyle instead. Stop using your phone whenever you have nothing to do for 1 single minute. Just learn to be bored for a single minute. If you have to wait for the bus, or if you're in a social setting and the conversation runs dry for a minute, just do nothing for a minute. Just stare in front of yourself. Choose to go for a walk in the evening, just by yourself. No music in your ears, nothing. Just go for a walk through nature, or even through the city if you have to. Instead of always starting up that video game or watching porn in the evening whenever you have an hour of free time. You don't even have to do it every evening, but just choose to go on a walk sometimes. Try to hang out with your friends and your family, instead of always just isolating yourself, sitting in your room by yourself where you constantly use your computer or your phone. Or just learn to do absolutely nothing for a moment. Just sit there by yourself and just stare in front of yourself at a tree or the sky for just 5 minutes to start. And learn to stop this constant overstimulation of your brain. Because that is exactly what causes you to procrastinate and prevent you from living the life of your dreams. Okay, boys, I've actually just created a new community on a platform called School, and within this community I'm offering you a free dopamine reset mini course. So if you want to learn more about how dopamine works and how to actually reset your dopamine system, then head over to the link below this video, go over to the classroom section, and you can watch the course for free. It's a free community. There's no downsides. There's no cash, nothing. You can just sign up to the community and you can watch the course all you want. And if you have any more questions, you can go over to the community section. You can create a post and other people might reply to it. And I'm probably even going to reply to it myself. So if you feel like you are struggling with dopamine at the moment, click on the link below this video. And I guess I'll see you there.